The silent power of millionaires. Master Law 4 to command any room. Silence as your weapon. Earn respect without speaking. Ever found yourself talking too much, trying to prove a point, only to feel your voice fading in the noise? Have you noticed that the most powerful people, those who command respect and attention, often say the least? This isn't by chance. It's a profound truth about personal power. Your strength lies not in what you say, but in what you choose to hold back. Silence isn't just the absence of words. It's the purest display of unshakable mental strength. It conveys emotional control, authority, and confidence. Most people speak to fill voids, avoid discomfort, or prove something. But the opposite happens. The more you talk, the more you expose yourself. Every word risks revealing insecurities or losing leverage. Here's the core of Law 4. Say less than necessary. Those who master this law know silence creates an aura of mystery and respect. While others waste energy trying to be heard, the Law 4 master naturally draws attention with their presence alone. They save words, using them with surgical precision. When they speak, their words carry weight chosen with intent, not thrown to the wind. This verbal economy is seen as wisdom, self-control, and power. The mental strength of millionaires stems from this discipline. They don't try to convince anyone, they make others wonder who they are, what they're thinking, and why they're silent. Silence becomes their tool of influence. People feel drawn, curious, even intimidated. In that space of curiosity, power grows. Want instant respect? Want people to listen when you speak? Start saying less. Try it. In your next conversation, whether at work, with friends, or family, set an internal limit. Speak only what's essential. Answer questions directly. Watch what happens. Notice how the mood shifts. Feel the curiosity in others' eyes, the anticipation you create. This is the power of strategic silence. Here's your practical action for today. Limit your words and see the impact. You'll be amazed at how much you can achieve by holding back the urge to speak. If this idea of building personal power inspires you, comment below. When was the last time you regretted saying too much? And since we're uncovering the secrets of a powerful mind, give the video a like and subscribe to Absolute Power for the next steps in this journey. Become a mystery, the secret to magnetic silence. Law 4 isn't just about controlling what you say. It silently and powerfully shapes how the world sees you. Silence is a subtle but incredibly effective psychological strategy. The less you reveal, the more others project their own ideas about who you are. You become an enigma, and enigmas spark fascination. People are naturally drawn to what they can't fully grasp. Mystery fuels imagination, creates curiosity, and boosts perceived value. By choosing not to share everything, you become valuable. Those around you start watching your actions, expressions, reactions, trying to decode what you intentionally keep hidden. This isn't cheap manipulation. It's a refined tactic for building an image, used by leaders, strategists, and millionaires with self-control. Think of someone you respect. They're likely not the loudest in the room. Instead, they say little, observe much, and speak only when needed. Their words carry weight because they're rare. What's scarce has more value. This is the essence of invisible power. You don't impose, you attract, and that magnetism lasts. Those who master this tactic know silence isn't empty. It's loaded with intent. It leaves room for others to fill with interpretations, often positive ones. Curiously, even if you're not as wise as they think, saying less makes others believe you are. Your reputation grows on its own. But beware, this strategy demands self-control. It's not about staying quiet out of insecurity. It's about choosing silence as a tool. It's resisting the urge to justify every action, explain every choice, or try to seem interesting. True power comes from mastering the need for validation. Your practical action today is simple but challenging. When someone asks your opinion or about something you did, resist explaining. Respond briefly, like, "I am still considering it," or "I've been thinking about that." Say little, stay composed. See how the other person reacts. Notice the space of mystery that forms. Want to know the result? People will see you differently. They'll seek your presence, listen more closely, and respect you more. You'll become irresistible, Not by saying too much, but by saying just enough. If becoming a master of perception inspires you, comment the word silence below. That'll show you're grasping the essence. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Absolute Power to keep uncovering the laws of power with us. Break free from validation. The power of listening. We live in a world where speaking well is celebrated. From a young age, we're taught to stand out through eloquence, to persuade, argue, impress. The idea that success depends on influencing others with words is treated as gospel. But this mindset has a dangerous flaw. It traps us in a constant need for external validation. This is where Law 4 becomes a silent liberation. By applying Law 4, you let go of the illusion that you need to convince anyone to be respected. You don't need to be understood all the time. You don't need to explain everything. This doesn't mean being cold or distant, but mature enough to see that seeking approval drains your energy and weakens your presence. True mental strength lies in resisting the urge to justify yourself. Those who master this law know silence isn't empty, it's a space where wisdom grows. When you say less, you hear more. And those who hear more understand the environment, others' intentions, and the subtle moves in the game of life better. Most people think being right means winning an argument. But the Law 4 master knows real power often lies in not reacting, not falling into the trap of proving a point, not wasting energy trying to change others' minds. They observe, they reflect, and when they speak, their words cut like a sharp blade, few, precise, unforgettable. This approach changes how others see you. They view you as solid, confident, centered, someone who doesn't need to dominate the conversation to command the room. That's magnetic. That's silent power. Your practical action today, during a conversation, especially when you feel the urge to correct someone, add information, or explain further. Stop. Take a deep breath. Choose to listen. Let the other person fill the space. Feel the discomfort of silence, of not responding, and see how it quickly turns into presence. You start to break free from the need to prove anything. In its place, you gain respect. This simple practice has a profound effect. Over time, you'll notice your mind feels lighter, less anxious. The tension of needing to be heard fades. And the best part, you start to enjoy saying less. You realize true peace comes when you don't rely on others' reactions to feel complete. If this idea of becoming a strategist of silence resonates with you, comment below. What word would you use to describe this new state of inner freedom? And if this content is hitting home, give the video a like and subscribe to Absolute Power to keep exploring how real power is built from the inside out. Master the game. Live Law 4 to own any room. We've reached the peak of Law 4, where silence stops being just a strategy and becomes a powerful way of life. Here, you're not just trying to impress or create mystery. You live in such absolute control that you don't need to prove anything to anyone. Your presence speaks for itself. This is what sets great leaders and millionaires apart. They know true personal power lies in being unreadable, unpredictable, unshakable. The less you say, the harder it is for others to figure out your intentions. And the harder you are to read, the more value you seem to have. This isn't arrogance. It's perception management. It's applied psychology. People are fascinated by what they can't control. By becoming someone who doesn't reveal much, your image becomes legendary. You become a symbol of self-control. People stop to listen when you speak. And when you stay silent, they feel it. Most still believe power comes from speaking louder, winning debates, imposing themselves. That's a rookie mistake. The true strategist observes, analyzes, stays silent, and speaks only at the right moment with maximum impact. This is the difference between acting on impulse and acting with intent. It's what separates those who play the game from those who control the board. This ability to hold back, not to reveal everything, not to react, takes courage. Yes, courage. Because silence forces you to face something many fear, the void. But in that void, your power grows. That's where you build your unshakable foundation. When you no longer need validation, attention, or acceptance, you reach a new level of mental freedom. And that freedom is magnetic. People are drawn to those who don't depend on them. Your practical action for this week is bold. In all your interactions, personal or professional, be mindful of your speech. Before responding, ask yourself, does this really need to be said? Is this explanation necessary, or just an impulse? Often, silence will be the most powerful choice. Use it, and watch how the room shifts, how you shift. By doing this, you don't just earn respect, you become respectable. Respect stops being something you demand and becomes a natural result of your elevated mental presence. If you've made it this far, you're ready to weave this law into your life. And this is just the start. There are other laws just as powerful that reveal the inner workings of true power. But first, tell me, what does the word flow mean to you? Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Absolute Power. The journey's just beginning.